Hi Capricorn, welcome back to your new moon in Capricorn reading for December 23rd, 2022. This is your birthday month, so happy birthday to the Cappies. Your last cycle was the full moon. You were finishing out something and now you are beginning a new cycle with the new moon, and you have the World card to navigate internally the external world. The World is a great card. It is a graduation card. It is a completion. It is a cycle that is finished, and you are just about ready to move on. There could just be some very small things that you have to do before you move on, but you will move on. And this could also mean travel on an internal or an external level. I would imagine there's a lot of people traveling at this time as well. So maybe it's even just the need to want to get out and be somewhere else. And let's see how that works out for you with your daily cards or with your outer physical cards, as the world is your internal world right now, your internal life. Okay, you have the Two of Wands, which oddly enough, he's holding the world in his hand. So there could be world events that you are dealing with as well. You could be traveling to family or planning travels with family, planning to visit family. But the Two of Wands is definitely plans. It's kind of like taking a step into taking the next step. If the Ace of Wands is a new idea or a new passion, the Two of Wands is, where does this belong? What's the next step do I take? But it's kind of figuring out that's kind of plotting and planning. And this has something to do with family. The Ten of Cups, being happy, enjoying friends and family. It's having faith, and it's really an emotional crescendo to a period in your life. It does feel like family to me for some reason, but this can also be friends and people you consider to be family. And there seems to be some plans with them. Okay. And this is you and how you are seeing the situation. You have the Three of Pentacles, and you have the King of Cups. Okay. The Three of Pentacles for me is sort of a creative solution to things that it's like thinking on your feet. You have to find actually a quick creative solution to something. But it is collaborative efforts, and it's also learning while you're doing. And that's what I mean by a quick solution. You don't know if it's going to work, but let's give it a try and we'll figure it out as we go. That kind of energy. And so you could be making plans, but you could be making very light plans. Let's just say we'll try and meet at this place at this time, that kind of energy. Let's see if it works. The King of Cups, of course, is probably how you're behaving. And so, or it could be the people that you're collaborating with or meeting. This is somebody this is my Cancer card. So it's somebody who is, could be a bit stoic, with their emotions, but they feel very deeply. These are usually very intelligent people. They're people who really enjoy history, also creative, and sometimes very psychic. All right, we'll get another one with that. These people are also really good writers, just so you know. So that could be a solution to something like creative writing, just so you know. You have the Page of Pentacles. That's my Capricorn card, so very fitting. You could be dealing also with another Capricorn. And the Five of Cups. Half of the 10. This Page of Pentacles can be having a difficult emotional time at this moment, and you could be the support as the King of Cups and help this person find some solutions to their difficulty. This could be a family member or somebody you consider family. And you really are helping to put some plans into action for them with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups can also be somebody who is dealing with sobriety, because the Page of Pentacles can be also associated with the Devil card, and that is our addictions or things that we are attached to, people, places, jobs, ideals, ways of thinking, things that we can't let go, but they are usually unhealthy for us. It doesn't have to be that. It can just be somebody who's dealing with some emotional instability. Maybe they have difficulty setting boundaries for themselves, as the Five of Cups is also boundaries and barriers. But it's also somebody who at this moment isn't quite looking at what they still have good in their life, and it's very possible that you are helping them to see that. And if it's you, there can be some emotional guilt with this card, or maybe somebody makes you feel guilty, and you're not really guilty, but you just feel a little bit guilty. It's unstable emotion. However, the Page of Pentacles doesn't usually let on. And that's what I mean with the King of Cups as well. There's a kind of stoicism. It's still waters run deep, basically, because you would never know that they are dealing with something heavy, because they put on a brave face. All right, let's get some extra cards here. Some clarification for the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. You have the Hermit card. So it is really searching for wisdom. And we can go out and gather this information, talk to people, and then try and figure out what our next move is on an internal level. We take that information, we internalize it, we digest it, and when we're ready, when we've seen the light, we come out and help who it is that we need to. So you could be accessing your wisdom for those who are who need it. It's also somebody who has kind of gone through an emotional cycle. You see you're at 10 here, and you know what this person's going through. And so it's through your own self-development, what you've been through, what you've come to understand, can really, really help somebody going through the same thing. Okay. Three of Pentacles, King of Cups. You have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to say that even though you try to look for solutions, you may have the feeling that there's nothing you can do, or it's not in your hands, or it's not supposed to be in your hands, that kind of energy as well. But the Eight of Swords is definitely a card of feeling that our hands are tied, kind of stuck in the mire, stuck in the mud. But a lot of the times, this Eight of Swords will say, you're not supposed to do anything. There's a reason why. It's like a protective spiritual box. The Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You have the Emperor card there. So these are people in authority positions. But this could also be father energy. And it's also trying to, these are people that try to help us find stability in situations. So again, we're looking at laws or boundaries or that kind of thing. Only the Emperor sets up a strong foundation, excuse me, and on which to build. But this could also be father figures, people who are in authority positions, the law, that kind of thing. All right. I do feel like there are some stronger foundations that you can rely on. That can help you through a situation, especially if you're dealing with addiction of any kind. But again, this is authority figure, so this is somebody who knows, who's been through it, and has like kind of helped himself through situations and created a really firm foundation on which to build. So with the world there, this can be the world at large, so things that are happening in the world, playing out in the world, and there's a lot going on. Spirit's giving you the Seven of Cups, so yeah, there can be some confusion, a lot of possibilities and choices, but and wishful thinking, because this is also the card of creating castles in the sky. But for me, this card really brings home the idea of if you can imagine yourself having it or being it or doing it, then it's very possible for you. But you have to have that ability to imagine it. They are the 7 planets that are offering you something at this moment. And that can be because this is your solar energy. And so the sun's shining on you right now, and you could have your pick of something different for everybody, obviously. But this is choices. Okay. The one thing that this card represents, though, that I think is what Spirit is talking about is it's easier to imagine something if you really, really, really want it. And not only that, you can only manifest it if you really, really want it, because you're putting the thought and the matching energy to go with it. And then, yeah, something happens with the particles in the air, and you inform them through this, and you set wheels in motion. So what does the heart want? Maybe this is some time to explore that just a little bit with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. I'll be back in 2 weeks with a full moon reading, and that will close out the cycle for the last 2 weeks. Also, I will be putting out a video for the tarot journaling. I kind of think that's where my direction is going. I think it's going to be fun. And thank you for listening. I hope all is well. Happy Christmas. Bye.